Hey, how's it going, everybody? Finally going to do a video for you guys. Maybe a few more to come as I'm going to be testing out different cameras as I just got myself an Asus computer a couple of weeks ago. So that'll be the next test to see what camera works best on it. Otherwise, scored at Goodwill and got this 2011 iMac for rounded off at about 44 bucks after using my 20% off discount. Good freaking deal. And all it needed was the operating system reinstalled. It was basically just set up by the previous owner to where when you turn it on, brings up the thing to either scan the hard drive to make sure they're okay or just reinstall the previous operating system that was on it, which was regular old OS Sierra. What I put on it was High Sierra, but when I try and do the online install for just regular old Sierra, it would get up to the end of the download and then show like seconds left. And on the thing that you could have pop up that shows all the progress, it was showing all kinds of errors, like it wasn't installing different packets out of it or whatever, man. Just wasn't having it with installing it online. So had to try the other way for the first time and make a bootable USB stick drive, which I will have this guy's video in the description. Just another YouTuber here that helped me out, man. Had a really good tutorial video and made it real easy. All the other ones were showing how to do it the old way, where you have to literally do some of the typing and stuff and programming, or whatever the freaking hell you want to call it is, and bring up the console and do all that shit. You get it all configured so the computer will recognize it as an install thing. Anyways, this guy was able to find just a little downloadable app online that puts all that on it for you. So, real easy. Real easy, and worked the first time. On memory sticks, I forget what brand it is. I don't even know if this says the brand. Yeah, it doesn't say anything on it. Might be a Lexar. Anyways, the one I used was 60 gig, which is way more than enough space. But that's basically what this program does, is just get it all formatted right, I believe, and then it just puts the downloaded operating system of your choice onto that, so you can turn on the computer, have that in, and then install directly off the USB. And on picking out what operating system you want, on earlier ones like Mavericks or whatever, I was noticing on the Apple website some of them download different, like it's downloading it like a regular old freaking app that you would install. So I don't know how it does on that, but for at least High Sierra, if you download that from the Apple Store, it still downloads it like it normally would, to where as soon as it's done, it'll bring up the thing like you're gonna install it right then and there. Just don't do it. Just click on cancel, and then it will just leave the install on your computer. And what you want to do is find that and then copy it to your desktop. So everything's on your desktop, the installer for the OS, and then this little program. And then just click, 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 done. Otherwise, so far, this iMac's working really good. Whoever had it took pretty good care of it. It was just dusty, dirty as usual. And what's nice on this one, compared to my original 2011, this is one where obviously the person bought it at an Apple store instead of just ordering it online. And the way they had it back then, if you got it from the Apple store, you could upgrade the hard drive to 2 terabytes. So that's what they did. They just didn't do any upgrade on the memory. The memory was just 4 gigs, which I don't understand. Why you'd keep the memory at 4 gigs, but have a 2 terabyte hard drive. So I just took some of the memory out of my other one and put it in this. I've been switching back and forth on computers, as this one is going to replace my 2013 iMac in my bedroom, and that one I'm just going to box up and store away. Rather have this one wear out that I only spent less than $50 on than have that one wear out that I spent a few hundred on. Is pretty much all I'm going to be using these for. It's just doing YouTube videos pretty much. Maybe a little bit internet surfing on them, but not much else. Is the one in the living room was starting to show signs that it was starting to wear out a little bit. Stuff was just getting sluggish on opening up programs or whatever. Even if it was just a picture, it was just getting sluggish. So that one I replaced with a brand new Asus computer, which I'll be doing some vids on that, trying the built-in camera and then some external cameras that I got just to see what works good. And got a really good deal on it. So looks like this is working. I'm 6 minutes in and it's doing okay, so I'm going to call it good on this. But something to bring up in case I forget to mention it when I show video quality on the Asus computer. I was outright lucky. I don't know about you guys, but for getting in new shipments of stuff, I don't know who we could possibly thank for this, but it took frickin' forever. Like they just plain weren't getting in the shipments. So one thing on Walmart, if you see something online and it shows like, oh, there's just one or two left in the store, don't believe that. Just go to the damn store and check. Either they're going to be out of it or they're going to have a bunch or whatever, man. It's seldom what it says online that's actually in your physical store. And a lot of times the price will be different too. Which this time, the one that we're showing online was about $30 more than the price for the one in the store. I got the Asus computer on clearance. Got it really freaking cheap, under $500. Anyways, the thing I don't like is yeah, I got a good deal at Walmart, but still, fuck Walmart. I don't like it when they pull this shit. They could have had just a note stuck on the outside of the box. Is the one I got and the one that was next to it, which was my next choice if I wanted to spend more money. Both of the boxes were open. I didn't know why, but it was the only one there, so I just grabbed it and figure if something's wrong, I can bring it back. My Walmart's like less than 5 miles away from me, so no big deal. And I got lucky, but it was pretty damn obvious is what they did was get the display computers that they have out so the customers can check them out or whatever, and just repackage them as new. So it'd been sitting out, but it wasn't banged up or anything. I don't think anybody messed with it. So, say I got lucky. And, oh, God, man. I think it was like $439 or something that they had the price knocked down to for clearance. So after tax, like I say, man, under $500. And I gotta say, these new computers are fast. I don't know if it's just the newer hard drives where everything's on a chip or what, but they're fast. And I forget the processor speed, but it's an i5 processor, but it's 10 core. This one that I'm on now is an i5, and I think it's the 2.7 gigahertz one, which is the one where they let you upgrade the hard drive to 2 terabyte. And this is a 4 core. But that new one, man, just zip, 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 zip on loading up stuff. The initial turn on, man, it just turns on and everything's up. It's like they're almost getting to the point to where it's like having your game systems where you turn it on, everything loads up, good to go, to where you're not waiting and waiting and waiting. And then for like doing internet stuff, man, just brings up the web pages, just boom, 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 boom. It's real quick. So really happy with it so far. And it's cool looking. It's kind of like they were half-assed trying to mimic the look of an iMac. It's got the same kind of shapes and everything, just very similar, and on the back of it, very similar on how they did all the hookups and stuff for plugging things in, just with a few little extra things like it's got all the hookups on the very back of it, just like this 2011 iMac. And then on the bottom of the screen, it's got an extra USB port, as it did come with a wireless keyboard and mouse, but it's got the little thing that you got to plug into the computer for the remote part. So it's just got it so you can just plug it in the bottom of it, easy to get at. And then I believe there's also a SD card slot right next to it. Otherwise, everything else is on the back for USB ports and whatnot. It's just nice. And a little bit bigger screen. The one I got, I believe, is a 24-inch. And very thin bezel. So the whole screen damn near takes up the whole face of the computer, man. It's just cool. So, hoping it'll last a while, as I'm not a real fan of Windows stuff anymore. But for the price I paid, oh, what the hell, man. It's nice so far, so I'll just have to take good care of it. Otherwise, on this iMac, say, man, I did have to have another computer, as I used my Mac Mini to make up the installer or whatnot, and then just transferred everything to this. But I've heard there is a way that you can go through Windows and do an installer on that. I just don't know what the process is. So, you got me. I'd have to watch some different videos or whatever. It's probably a little bit harder to do because different operating system. But, like I say, I'll have the link for this guy's video in the description, and I'll also give a link for the download site to get this little app so you don't have to go through all his stuff. Otherwise, if you've never done it before like me, definitely watch his video. It's a nice step-by-step tutorial on just what to do. So I'm going to end it here. I got to turn off the air conditioner in order to do this, man. And it's still 90-something out. It just gets hot in here. I can't deal with the heat good, so it's about as long as I can stand it without AC going. Otherwise, I don't know when I'll do any more videos. Try and do it fairly soon, but I'm thinking I'll just do a test video to see how the built-in camera is. That Asus one is supposed to be 720p, and so far I've just used the apps that are built in. I haven't downloaded any apps. I'll probably just use the one that I've been using on the Apple ones. I think I could still get that for Windows and stick to it. So simple enough. Otherwise, it's just got a regular camera app on it for doing pictures or videos. Really basic, kind of like the one that they used to have on Apple for a photo booth or whatever. Just real basic program for doing pictures and video. So I'll see how that works. So have a good one, everybody.